Welcome! We are Small and Mighty, and we're finally online! It wouldn't be us if it wasn't some technical or something going wrong, would it? Welcome to 2022. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and New Year's. We're back! They're ready to play some more D&D.
Wow!
How is everyone doing? How was everyone's Christmas and New Year's?
Lacking in D&D.
I know, right?
Really?
Just
My family plays all day for Christmas Day.
wow.
Tradition for generations.
Amazing.
I'm surprised you're not better at the game because no, sorry, that's not
Wow!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yay.
Except my family
Feisty.
plays. I don't. I just watch.
Oh
them.
right, that is fair. That is fair. You did say that. Cool. Right, I won't spend too long since we're already running behind. Unfortunately, we're missing a Verity today. She was meant to play with us, but had an emergency at the last minute and had to pull out. So we'll troop on without her. The plan, as always, it should be. We're gonna play for sort of 2 to 3 hours, probably closer to 2 hours now, I imagine. Unfortunately, we've sort of break about an hour in. But as always, D&D, improv, whatever. Who knows what's gonna happen? We'll see what happens.
Also called Dund. Sorry.
Dund.
Let's play some Dund.
We have a D&D Beyond overlay. Please use it. We like it.
Hey!
It's nice. It's fun.
It's beautiful.
It's
It's semi-transparent
I don't know where
as
it is.
well.
It's on
I've
one side.
never been able
Wait,
to.
that's actually the wrong
Oh.
side.
It's
One
on
second.
one side.
Let me try to toggle it. Well, I'm not gonna try because otherwise the stream's gonna go like. Yeah. Good.
Cool. I can't remember the reasons why, but according to my notes, Sarah, you had the inspiration token from last time. So
Yes.
you have the inspiration token.
Good.
I'm sure it was given justly and for good reasons.
Yay.
Okay. A recap. So I thought about this, and I thought, brand new year, I thought it'd be nice to do a recap of everything that's happened so far. Then I realised that's a lot of work, and I couldn't bother to do that. So I've instead written a series of questions, and I'm going to quiz my players on what's happened so far to see just how much you have retained. So,
Oh, no.
there's 7
It's
questions.
also play in the chat because you'll probably remember better than us.
Yeah, definitely.
No
So,
conferring.
no conferring. There's also no
Everyone have their
prizes.
buzzers at the ready.
Yes.
Oh,
so-
boy.
Yep, hang on.
We're going to take quick time to buzz in as I answer questions, and whoever I hear
I don't know
first is going to
buzz in,
answer. There are no prizes, there's no
Actually-
points. All this is the purpose is to see whether you win the DM's favour or
I
not.
am ready.
Okay, good. Right, question 1. A few sessions back, you rescued a troll from a weird cultish neighbourhood, and now are planning to smuggle them out of the city. What is that troll's name?
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, I had Will first.
Whale.
Correct.
Yay.
Troll is a female troll, a female forest troll called Warriolf. Well done. That's 1 point to Will. Somebody keep track. I'm not going to.
I'm not gonna overlay anything. No.
Don't. Question 2. You have become aware of an organisation known as the Messers. What kind of organisation are they?
Bye.
Sarah? Yes, they are.
What
They are
are
an
they?
independent spy organisation
Oh.
that is run from a neighbouring nation of Rivdan.
I legit didn't remember that. Sorry.
I remember
this.
Okay.
They also have some ties to Chadunice's family. Not that anyone else apart from Chadunice knows that.
Oopsies.
Question 3. Who is being kidnapped all across Lowbank? Oh, Unai made noises first. Go on.
Little boys and girls. Goblin.
Wrong. That is the wrong answer. Will, you are next.
Gnomes.
And
Oh,
dwarves.
Yes, there we go. Gnomes and dwarves.
Yeah.
So gnomes and
mean,
dwarves are being
yeah.
kidnapped.
My bad.
I was being disrespectful, and I'm sorry to the gnome and dwarf community.
Tap, tap, tap. Unai loses a point.
Yeah.
For
Negative
that.
one.
Yes, you have learnt that gnomes and dwarves are being kidnapped all across Lowbank, have been for the last sort of month or so. You have run into a bunch of Nervim who were doing it, and you're suspicious that is related to the Messes. They seem to be kidnapping on behalf of them. You're not sure for what purpose though. Okay, question 4. In reward for your good deeds so far, Burchard gave you some magical items. What were those items and what do they do? Unai, go.
A horn of beautifulness. The horn, I mean, I don't remember. It was like a thingy that you can tell a message to someone who is like far away, and they will hear it like clear as day.
Very
Or to a group-
close.
To a group
So
of
you
people
can
as
blow
well.
the horn, and one person of your choice hears that horn, but only they hear that horn.
But not the. Wasn't there like a spoken message as well? Like, with
No,
an
there's no
intention?
spoken
No,
message. It's
that
just
was-
alarm.
Okay.
That was Chad going into the magical telegram machine.
Yep, that's
Oh, the
something else.
wire.
It was
Yeah.
that. But that was only one of the items. There actually two items. So
No.
I can see Sarah gone.
The spyglass, the scrying spyglass. You can use it to scry on a location, and sometimes it might break after you use it.
Yes.
Cool.
The glass of farsight, I think it was called.
Can I have half a point for that?
Yeah, you can get half.
Quarter
And,
point?
and Sarah gets I have
Yeah.
a quarter point. Sarah gets a half point.
Yeah, sure.
Or
There's
3/4.
some portion of a point each. That's fine.
Yeah.
Question 5. What was the name of the crime boss that the Suns worked for?
I don't remember.
Oh. Wait.
Going back to episode 1. Oh, go on, Ryan.
Whose was that?
Gavin.
No.
It was the Duchess.
Correct.
Oh,
It was the Duchess.
It's true.
Duchess Gavin.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
Duchess
Gavin.
Gavin. Gavin the
For
Duchess.
sure.
That's a drag name, isn't it?
I love
That
it.
would be Adam. You know what you have to do.
Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's going right back to the beginning. It's not some character you really interacted with, obviously, but
Mm.
it's something that happened to you guys. Question 6. You had a close encounter with a Justicar called Aspis. What kind of weapon did you steal from them?
Ooh.
Go on your eye.
Sword, but it's very nice. It's light. Yeah, it's light for its size and for its aspect, and the Sunday is light because it's done from
I'll accept
materials of materiality. I don't remember anything else.
I'll accept that. Yes, you saw
Silverite.
what's called a Silverite Greatsword. It's a large
Oh.
greatsword, but it's made of a very precious metal called
I mean-
Silverite.
The sword is you can qualify the sword as great, as knight. You know, I qualified it as knight. It's fine. It's the same.
It's an excellent sword.
Good.
Yep.
Thumbs up sword.
Good.
It is
And
good.
finally, question 7. Who are Icrador and Scrim, and what did they give Pebble?
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I am
Straight in there. Go on,
suddenly
Ryan.
I'm very competitive. I'm very sorry. But I don't remember who is who. But I know that they are Crow and Pug. And the Crow woke me. The Crow is a woke Crow. Let me tell you, he woke me at night. He woke Pebble at night, and they are they work for. Someone. Oh yeah, they work for Verity's great aunt or something like that, or aunt. I don't remember. If she was great as well. She was great aunt. And the Crow had and they gave me not shackles, like thingy. How do you call it?
Oh yeah, like the
a necklace of the
it's gonna
wrist.
kill you in like a day. or something.
bracelet.
A bracelet,
Like
thank
crash
you.
tire.
They gave me a bracelet that strangles my hand a little bit, but that's fine.
Might lose your hand, but that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, it's alright. Necrosis, it's fine. And yeah, and I have to tell Christina that she has to be at her great aunt's residence by, like, I don't know, in 2 days or something like that.
With
3
3
days. Yeah.
3 days, okay.
So yeah, basically, so Icrador and Scrim. Icrador is the Raven, and Scrim is your pug, who you
The
call Spud.
pug.
The
Yeah,
pug,
well, exactly, yeah, they are not.
who also claimed that he wasn't always a pug. But anyway, yes, they gave you a band that's like immediately tightened on your arm and said if you don't bring Christina to her great aunt in 3 days' time, the band would tighten to the point where your hand would fall off. Now, last session, you did go and have a conversation with Christina about it. Unfortunately, Verity wasn't there for this session, and my plan was to have a little flashback moment where we had that conversation. But we'll have to delay that conversation again, so that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yes, well done, guys. Also, thank you, Ben, for keeping points in chat.
Yay!
Fun Sarah for winning.
Yay! Well done.
So-
And you didn't have to use the inspiration token.
That's true.
Sorry.
So,
Okay, this is not in character now. Yeah, anyway.
yes. Right, back in the scene. So,
Bye, Ryan.
where we exactly pick up, I think, was you guys were basically sitting around the breakfast table in the Five Fellows, and you had just been discussing what your next moves were. I think you had actually just been discussing the situation with Icrador and Scrim, and kind of just moved beyond that conversation. So now the attention turns back to what the hell are you going to do with this troll that's currently in the basement?
Nice. Cool.
Yes.
Who was sleeping down there? I forgot.
So Pebble stepped down there with
Pebble, yeah.
You are all awake at this point. You've all come up to the sort of the main common room of the pub.
Yeah, I remember, like, we had breakfast and I gave the troll something as well. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
this. Yeah, okay, cool.
Give it something.
Um,
I also remind you that, I think not last session, but the session before that, Burchard gave you some breakdown of numbers and basically pointed you in the direction of a place you could go to hire a cart, a crate, and etc.
cool.
And I remember Pebble being particularly annoyed by the cost value of getting the cart, which Burchard told you that you can take up with the owner of the cart place.
I
if
mean,
you
of
wanted
course,
to.
yeah. Why? Yeah.
Oh,
Why
well,
would
hang on.
No.
We just got in contact with the person who we were doing the job for because we wanted to go back to get the money so that we have the money to go buy the things to do the thing at the night time.
Yes, you sent a message, didn't you? Burchard
Yeah.
pulled out. Good memory. I forgot that myself. Burchard pulled out a wired sending station
Oh,
that was
yeah.
somewhere. He repaired it, and you did. Did you send a message?
I think
I think you sent a message, didn't you?
to Sylvester, right? I think it was Sylvester.
That's right. We got an opportunity here to rewrite history at that point. What was the gist of that message? Was it? I can't remember if you said to meet at, because originally the plan was to meet at the Gilded Eel. But at the moment, obviously, that's in a bit of a sticky situation. So I don't remember if that's
Probably not the best place to meet these days.
Yeah.
This is the perfect place because that's what they want us to think.
yeah.
Let's just say.
Um,
that-
What I was saying.
There
I
was
can't-
the marketplace, which is a big open space we could.
Yeah.
spend
Ah,
The
yeah, we
Hammacott
did.
Square Market,
Yeah, but
Um,
particular.
which conveniently is also where your cart hire place is. So. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So I can't remember what you said previously, but we'll just say something along the lines of,
We did the job.
"We've done the job. We can meet you in Hammacott Square Market to collect the payment."
Excellent. Have we received anything back from Sylvester about that? Would we? Or is it just we send it and then hope they received it?
That's essentially how it works. You send the message out, and you don't get any like automatic returns or anything like that, or like there's no like scene receipts like on WhatsApp received in the scene. You just send it out. You can obviously wait to see if you do get a reply. He would be able to send the reply to this sending station at the Five Fellows if he's so inclined.
So we have to instruct Bertard to keep it. Well, he would know to keep it connected at all times, just in case. Alright.
Yeah, he's willing to do that.
Cool.
Seeing that he might get some use going forward. So
Neat.
Cool.
Tali might say like, well, we're gonna go meet this person. I don't know if we should all go.
Yeah.
So there's four of
You're
us.
absolutely right.
But maybe someone should stay back with way of. I don't know. Maybe that's.
I'm Pebble. I mean, I am happy to stay with her. I'm not that I'm like chickening out or anything. It's just like I feel like we have like a bond.
To slightly metagame for a sec, we could just volunteer Christina to stay behind.
that sounds like an
the
excellent
world.
idea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't have to split up.
Yeah.
And Verity doesn't want to be here. She's got a valid excuse to not
Very
be here.
valid,
Then her
I know.
character can do the very important thing of looking after.
babysit. Yeah.
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 With every proposed suggestion, Brask is like, I'll do it! I'll do it!
Good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Was there like another reason why you didn't want to have all of us? Like,
No, not really. It's just I don't know if it would seem a bit intimidating to somebody. A group of 4 people. I mean, there's quite a lot of us. If you're one of them, it might seem a little. But
I'm very personable.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah, we know you well, Brass. But sometimes people who don't know you don't know that.
True.
Really?
Well, sometimes.
You know, this Sylvester character has hired us. Clearly knows that we exist. So yeah, I think it's perfectly reasonable that they'd expect to. You know, if I was going to hire us, I'd expect to be delivering the money to, most if not all of us.
True.
Okay. Yeah, we can do.
And I want to meet them because clearly they are, they're well to do. Someone clearly who's good to know. I wouldn't be passing up on that opportunity. I think we should all take the opportunity to meet this upstanding citizen.
Cool.
I was just about to say that.
Of course you are, Brass. Yeah.
So we meet them, and then we get the money, and then we can hire some sort of thing to transport way off tonight. I think is the plan.
Yeah.
Unless anybody objects.
I'll have a nice, chilled, easy day. We've all earned it. And maybe have some more rest during the day, and get up and have a nice evening jaunt to a forest. Lovely, marvelous.
Fantastic.
Awesome. All right. So you're heading out to Hammacott Square Market. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. You obviously, finishing breakfast. You collect up your things. Say bye to Bernard, etc. He has agreed to maintain that the pub is closed today for some sort of I think you see him put up a sign that says refurbishments in progress, and closed for today. But just because you like, just a thought. While I've got a sign up saying that we're doing refurbishments, seeing as we're starting to do some decent business and I don't know, coming into a little bit of money hopefully with this Sylvester Park house, is there any actual refurbishments you'd quite like me to do? I don't think there's any reason not to splurge out if we're gonna keep going in this direction.
Who doesn't have a floor, like a solid floor? But someone doesn't have that, right? So we should probably fix the things that are broken before we make.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You see, he gives like a piece of paper out and he starts. He had a list. He had a list and he writes at the top of the list something that wasn't on there. It hadn't even occurred to him. It seemed.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, Tyler. Actually, I'll get that. I'll look into that one.
I think so. So my room had like missing floorboards.
Every other floorboard is missing, and so it's basically open right to the common room beneath.
Yeah, Tally, your room had something wrong with it as well.
I don't have a bed. But
Your room is awkward as that. Your room is almost
it's
too
just-
small to have
okay.
a bed because it's the attic space. There's not a lot of room in there for a bed.
Yeah, but Tali, that's you had my bed last night, so that should be fine.
Well, yeah.
But I slept on the floor, everybody. I want everybody to know that I slept on the floor. Yeah. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a bed situation sorted.
Oscar's only just learning he has a room. He had forgotten that. Because the past couple times he's just slept in the bar. Like, you guys have rooms?
You have a room.
Ah.
Is there anything wrong with your room? Like, anything that needs fixing in there?
No, but
Wanna go check?
Brass is gonna like gesture across to a small pile of it looks like kindling, but it's all the chairs he's broken just by sitting on them.
Almost effectively a bird's nest made of like
That's kind of nice.
bits of chair and stuff like that.
Yeah, he tried to tidy it away, but it just turned it into a big mess of splinters.
Need another chair, a chair for Brass to sit on.
Yeah, that's a
Cha.
strong one. Neat.
Brass is thick.
Right, a chair. Yeah, he writes that down as well.
I never wanted to hear you say that, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's
I was trying to
that's
ignore
awful.
It's true though. He's a chunky boy.
There
Anyway,
might be all of the repairs to make, unless there's anything already wrong with the place.
no, you see him looking at his list a little like deflated, like, no, you're probably right, Tyler. You should do the repairs first.
What? Sorry, Richard. I mean, totally sorry, but when we get that all sorted, we can then do other things, nicer things.
No, you're quite right. I was getting a little ahead of myself. Pair the pub first, then we can look to spice up the place a little bit.
Budgie. You should, it's our money, but it's as much as your money. If you want to treat yourself, sure, make some, fix some floorboards, and get a nice new chair and stuff. If you've got anything that you wanted to, you should feel free to, spend your money. Splash out for yourself if you'd like. I think you've earned it. You've done as much, well, not quite as much work as the rest of us, but you've done something, I suppose.
Well, I will remind you,
This week.
Chad. Contractually speaking, 25% of it is my money.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And
Yeah.
I can really respect having the money without actually having gone out and done.
You
and,
can really
that's-
respect
I mean,
getting free bedding and
Yeah.
food and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah,
sure you can,
yeah.
Chad. I'm sure you can.
Yeah. We're
If you
speaking the same.
try.
We're agreeing with each other here. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, no, I can tell.
Yeah.
Richard, we're very grateful. All of us.
Yeah.
We're very grateful that you're putting us up and helping us with our jobs. Don't. Yeah.
It's all right. Don't worry.
It's worth noting that Chad wasn't being sarcastic in
No,
the
yeah, of
slightest.
course not.
He genuinely respects the fact that
I mean, it's worth
Chad hasn't
noting.
done any of the work.
It's worth noting
Capitalistic
for the chat
endeavours.
instead, in
Yeah.
case someone's new in the chat. It's worth
Yeah.
noting. Yeah, he do be like that.
Yeah, he do be like that. And Burchard does know that.
Hmm.
Right. Well, I'll pop off and go
He
find
just
some.
writes. He do be like that.
It's sulky. Do be like that.
Anyway, so Burchard's gonna pop off somewhere else in town. Probably head into the industrial district to try and maybe find some workers to come help. You guys heading off to Hammacott Square Market. So
Yeah.
you've walked this path before. And you get there fairly quickly. It is uneventful. No giant robots walking through the street this time. And,
Oh, I missed them.
kind of surprisingly, the day it's quite a pleasant day. Like as grey and miserable as Dalbridge always is, there's a tiny bit of sunshine today. There's still grey clouds in the sky, and it occasionally blots out the sun. But it is a fairly mild and almost pleasant day.
What do you mean almost pleasant?
And as
it
you
is
travel through the
pleasant.
streets, you do have the occasional and always crowd of people going, "There's a dragon!" as they see Brass just sort of charging through the street as he always does, creating a wide berth for himself.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, fun question. Are you bringing Spud with you today, or are you leaving him in the pub?
What does? I mean, I'm still. We agreed last session that we would still use the name Spud, right? Because they
That's
like it. Cool, yeah. So Spud, what do you want to do? I'm just yeah.
You can see Spud looking a bit like sheepish because Spud knows he lied to you, and it's like, if you want me to come with you, I'll come with you. But if you want me to stay here and keep out of sight and not cause problems, I'll stay here.
Oh, yeah. No, you can. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you don't hate me. And he's just like rubbing his head up against your
Oh.
leg.
Bless. Yeah, and I pat him with the hand that's going rotten. Psychological manipulation. No, that's not very.
Just really,
That's not
really
very
slowly in a way that like stretches
like-
out his like puggy skin.
It's
hole.
like yeah, it's just one finger. It's just one finger that touches at a time. No, that's gross. Sorry. No, yeah. He comes along. It's fine.
You just hear, sorry about that. That was Ecuador's idea, but
Sure.
he's probably right. We should probably get Christina to Madame Mulgrave, but first we gotta do this troll thing, right?
Yeah.
He's like waddling alongside you. So anyway, so his brother's coming with you. Fair enough. Yes, you fairly quickly make your way to Hammacott Square Market. You once again see that encased indoor market. There is a cacophony of sound and smells and noises that just assault your senses as you arrive. You remember seeing, as before, there is a sort of like a kind of like a half square of stone brick and mortar buildings and shops at the back, and then they just kind of almost like pit of just brightly covered stalls with small alleyways kind of ducking and weaving between them, and you can see barkers, people offering like fine jewelry from the deserts and all this kind of stuff. Someone's offering bananas, etc.
Braska's having a bad smell time, isn't
Yeah, Braska's you.
he? Why did you decide to come along?
There's more smells than I can take.
Yeah.
More smells you can take, and across it all, you get that whiff of the bakery again.
Just
Rolls,
flashbacks
anyone?
of all the flour.
Yeah.
I'm enthusiastic about rolls. Like, yeah.
Yep.
Do you wanna? I mean, well, it's not lunchtime yet, so let's wait.
We just had
Let's do
breakfast.
business.
You've literally
Yeah.
just had breakfast.
Okay.
What about second breakfast?
Oh no.
I mean, I'm not
Oh, how I done?
I'm not gonna dictate how you decide to eat.
No, it's fine.
If you want, but
It's fine.
I will ask one question to you. So this is a very busy market full of lots of people. How do you intend to find Sylvester Park?
I was thinking about this. Like we didn't give him any
a
kind
man
of like,
you have never seen before, never seen you before.
Well, I mean, Tali's just gonna go to the place that we said, and
Did we establish
look
a?
Would
for
you-
someone who awkwardly is also waiting around.
Okay. Would you have stated someone in particular in Hammacott Square Market?
Well, yeah, I was thinking. I mean, I don't know what everyone else thinks, but I was thinking like we'd pick a stall or like
Yeah.
one of the corners or something, like a recognizable place.
Based
Is
on
there?
Yeah, go on.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Unai.
Okay, based on the place, we've been around the market like many times now, right?
Yeah. So,
So you
you
would know,
you've
okay.
been to two shops, the
Oh.
actual brick and mortar shops. You went to a Sliver of Silver, which is obviously run by the gnomes, which is that pawn shop where you found everything and anything you could possibly imagine. You just had to look for it. And then next to that was a baker's. Those are the two actual shops you've been. The markets themselves, there's no rhyme or reason to them. Like the few times you've been
Alright.
here, they all shift and move. It seems like there must be some sort of scramble early morning to get the best spots.
Hmm.
And by the nature of that, there is no permanence to where they're located.
Maybe a shop or like a corner if the streets have names.
Yeah.
I think that might do actually.
Like on so and so corner.
Yeah, there would be something like that. I don't know if I've actually written down that much. No, Hammacott Square Market. But there is like a main road that basically attaches to Hammacott Square Market. So you could be like on the east side of Hammacott Square Market,
Hmm.
where it attaches to the road. Okay.
Nice.
You do that, and I'm gonna say you probably set a time as well, because otherwise this is gonna be an
Yeah.
impossible task for you guys. So as you start approaching, and it actually is the direction you're approaching from, you would pretty quickly see it. You see standing where you kind of expect on the edge of that kind of corner street, holding a pocket watch and wearing this kind of long black kind of leather cloak, with what appears to be an umbrella slung on the arm, and staring at a pocket watch, is this balding man who has a bald patch in his hair, but has this kind of like black longish hair that comes down to his shoulder length,
Okay.
and is standing there looking at a pocket watch impatiently.
Chad is gonna immediately draw himself up and sort of as he's walking over, gonna sort of stick his own hair back and sort of brush himself down, and he's gonna, unless anyone else is gonna try and get to Sylvester first, he's gonna call out and going, you must be Sylvester. Excellent. Good to pleasure to meet you.
And I roll for Brass to see how like socially aware he is of what's kind of going on.
Sure. I'll have Brask roll me an insight check. Chad, just want to say, roll me just immediately off the bat a persuasion check.
Oh, excellent.
I will say Tali will be like coming to this guy with Chad, but she's happy
Yeah.
to not say anything.
That's a 17.
Okay.
17. Okay.
Pretty
But
good.
15.
Ooh.
15. Okay.
What-
I mean, I really should ask. So, with the insight, we'll come to the insight check first. What is Branch trying to glean from this? Because you've rolled very well, so.
He's as much as he like has been here before and that sort of thing, also still completely like unfamiliar to the nuances of this kind of place. Also quite uncomfortable as a result of it. Like every time he's been outside, he's been attacked by Justicars or ended up in a fight or and like he doesn't want that to happen ever, but it seems to happen. Whereas Chad obviously absolutely oozes confidence in all situations. So basically what he's going to do is kind of just imitate most things Chad is doing.
Okay.
If Chad like stands himself up and straightens himself out, Basker's going to do the same.
Okay. It's interesting when Brass stands up straight and straightens himself out. Whereas Chad, it kind of gives an air of elegance and authority. Brass, it's quite terrifying because Brass suddenly stands about 7 foot tall, looming over the crowd, and it's basically what it gives the impression of is that Chad has some muscle.
Yes. Yep.
And as you basically walk ahead of the crowd, Chad, towards this man, with this kind of collection of odd individuals in your wake, this man looks at you and he immediately sees the presence of Chad Newsom. Like, you must be small and mighty. The leader, I presume. And he holds a hand out
Yes.
to you.
We don't really.
Yes. Pleasure to meet you. Name's Chapter Ethan. Pleasure to meet. Pleasure to meet a fellow upstanding member of society.
Sylvester Parkhouse. And as you hold that hand up, Brass, he does put a hand in. He's like, "You've trained this Draken awfully well. You'll have to tell me how you've done that."
Yes, I will. I'll regale it, perhaps over drinks. What?
No, he doesn't need training. He's a person.
Well, he is now. I can see that. Look how tall he's standing. It's
Yes.
most excellent.
Really quite impressive. Really quite impressive. By the way, what kind of what brand of watch is that? That's very. I've got something similar, I think. Back at base.
2 seconds when Adam immediately makes up.
Very nice timepiece you've got.
Brask know what a watch is.
What did you say about Brask?
Does Brass
Brass
know
know
what
what
watch
watches.
is?
Does Brass know what watch is? You have no idea what you know. What the word. The thing is,
Yes.
you know what the word watch means.
But
It means keeping track, keeping an eye, like a lookout, essentially.
Is the guy wearing any sort of like eyepieces, like glasses or monocle or anything like that?
He's probably wearing a monocle. Let's be honest.
yes.
He's gonna get really close and inspect it. And like, yeah, wow, that's really good.
Oh no.
Space, personal space. Back it up.
He does sort of like flinch a little bit, like. I'm sure there's still some improvement in the training.
Oh.
Just apologies.
Just exhales and like fogs it up.
Where was I? What was I saying? The pocket watch. This is a one-of-kind item. It was a gift from Wolfram Valmart.
Oh, Valmart. Yes. No. So I thought so. It's you can really tell the craftsmanship with these items.
Roll me a history check, Chad. See if you actually do know anything about Wolfram Valmart.
Harley?
That's a 7.
7. Okay. The name does actually sound vaguely familiar to you, Chad, but you're not sure why. You know it's someone important.
Yeah.
Talia, you can roll me a history check as well.
Ah, sure.
Pebble doesn't care. Sorry.
Pebble, you genuinely would not know, nor would Brass.
Yeah, I was like,
He's not
An
even
18,
identified you're talking
apparently.
about.
18,
But-
okay.
Apparently, Tali knows things.
You do, and it actually is relevant because it's very relevant about where you grew up.
oh.
Wolfram Valmart is well known. He was a.
I might need you to like spell that for me at some point.
I'll do that. That's fine.
Wolfie
he was in
boy. Yeah.
Important figure in the Costrandic Civil War.
When
So
you
the
say
war-
important, you mean how? What do you mean?
So, when the Civil War started, the regular people of Costrand were losing to the mages, but the tide of battle was turned when a famous inventor known as Wolfram Valmart invented the Mart rifles. He is the man who invented firearms in this world.
Ooh.
Right.
Kind of, I don't know. She probably just doesn't say anything, but she just tenses up a little bit. She's like,
Yeah.
we are here for payment, as you know.
Yes, of course. I haven't had a chance to inspect the property myself. I'm sure all is well.
Yes.
Yep, perfectly. Absolutely, completely without a hitch. It's the type of smooth service that one can expect from Small and Mighty.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's just around the corner. Shall we? I'm keen to have a look at the place. Why don't we go for a little walk?
Well,
No.
I don't know if you will be able to, because we did notice it's there's a bit of a quarantine around the area. Some business went down within the cul-de-sac. Just because I'm investigating.
Yes.
Do you have any further information about this? I was not informed.
It was after we performed the task. We just happened to be aware. We've got ears and eyes and ears everywhere. Because we're
Noses.
Small and Mighty, and noses. Thank you very much. Yes, I mean, we just happen, and hands.
Right.
Absolutely. Proprioception is a very valuable. Anyway, yes, we just became aware that this had happened.
Seems that the villagers who are the people who are living in the cul-de-sac may have been doing magic when they shouldn't have.
It wasn't the squatters you removed, was it?
No, the squatters haven't had anything to do with it. Just the other people in the village.
Well, you must admit it seems awfully suspicious timing. You remove these squatters, and then suddenly the cul-de-sac is in quarantine. That's.
As I said,
Such is life.
we've all we can really say is that we performed. We removed the squatters as you requested, and we've heard that since then, in the short period of time since then, some other activity has been taking place there.
You see, his demeanor does change as you start to inform this. Like the sort of friendly attitude he started with, there is a look of suspicion / annoyance kind of across his face. Like, what assurances do I have that you have actually completed the task? Then, if I cannot go and inspect the work because there's quarantine, either A, you haven't removed these squatters and you're being opportunistic in the fact that the whole street is cordoned off and I can't inspect it, or B, you have removed the squatters, but in this time of quarantine, more squatters could move in. What guarantees do I have that this place will be available to me when I eventually get access to it again?
As a owner of a property in the quarantine area, you may be able to go in and look at it. Tali doesn't think that we can, as civilians, but you may be able to go in. It's your building.
Brusk is just gonna go, you have our word.
No.
Roll me... Tali, roll me a persuasion check.
With advantage, maybe?
Not with advantage.
Can I roll?
I'm on the edge of giving you disadvantage for Brask, but...
It's a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Do I have to say I want to use the hero token before I roll? Can I roll?
No, you can roll first.
Decision?
You can roll first. That's always how we've done it.
11's not great.
Could I support the 11?
The way I've kind of looked at this is, in theory, Brass is giving you disadvantage, but actually Chad is giving you advantage, so it's a flat roll. So there is no more supporting or
Do I just use hero token?
Your hero token is your only other option, really, it says. Or 11, which is, a fairly neutral roll.
Yeah, I might just use the hero token.
Okay.
I want this to go smoothly.
Okay. Okay.
Need,
Is there
like,
any
a
extra thing you do
little-
or say to kind of add flavour to the hero tokenness of
Well,
this?
you know, Tali can remind Sylvester that you can pay us, inspect the property, and if you're not happy with the service, you can send a telegram to us, and we can work to resolve any complaints you might have.
You can see the look of a calculating businessman going on behind his eyes, of him thinking about this. Like, it wouldn't do well to be seen as a man who does not fulfill the promises of the business he has agreed to. However, you must understand that these are circumstances upon which I cannot verify the claims you are making. So I'll tell you what I will do. I will give you half the price now, on the faith that you have done the work you have, say you have done. When I have a chance to inspect the property and see that the work has been completed, the rest of the money will be yours. That seems fair to me. Because as I stand right now, I would be giving across a sizable chunk of money to people who claim to have done something that I cannot verify. I'd say I do not want to make a poor reputation for myself, so I will willingly give over half the value at this point.
Yeah, speaking for everyone, because that's what I generally tend to do. I think that's entirely fair. You know, reputation is everything. Really, yeah. By the way, is that coat you're wearing? That's a very fine piece of work there. Yeah.
No.
So yeah, I think it's entirely fair. And Chad's gonna.
Probably does take care of the money for the group. At the same time, they both extend their hands. Awkwardly.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Chad's gonna extend his hand for a handshake more. I mean, he's gonna sort of extend his hand like that, and then sort of see Tali and sort of go like.
He looks at the two hands offered to him. Yes, well, he does actually ignore your handshake, Chad, but he reaches into a pouch and starts getting some coins out. And he basically just goes up to one of these market stalls and just like move, and it just sort of pushes some like food around and starts counting out coins on a table.
I hate this
Tali's
man.
gonna go pick up the things he pushed.
Yeah.
He didn't push it off the table. He basically just sort of shoved it into the table. Like this would be a guy who had a display of probably like fruits. He just basically just pushed a space onto this table.
I see.
Ruining like a nice stack of apples and stuff like that, but not necessarily like chucking it on the floor. And starts like counting out some coins, and then comes back. Just brain. And it has a small leather pouch, like in here is 750 seps. It is half the value we agreed. Again, upon verification by myself that the task has been done, I will deliver a further 750 seps to the 5 fellows.
Yeah, Tali will try to take it first. I don't know if anyone else. I don't know if Chad's getting involved.
Chad's already got the message that
good.
Tali's taking about.
Yeah.
Unai, it looks like you wanna.
No, I was just thinking, but we can think about this later. Like, is that enough to pay what we need to pay for? But yeah.
That's for you to kind of figure out
Yeah, later.
in a bit.
Yeah.
Well then,
Will be, yeah.
Okay.
I will leave you to the rest of your day. I now need to go speak to the barracks to find out when I can enter my property. We'll be in touch. And he just turns and starts to walk away.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Pleasure doing business with you. You know where to find me. I mean us, if you want to discuss further
He's
business.
not listening.
Yeah, you can see he's crossed
Just
over the
thinking,
road
yeah.
now
Yeah.
and just immediately walked away.
Good. Price is. Wait.
I'm gonna do it until he's out of sight.
Yeah. I like.
Well, it could have gone worse.
Yeah. We didn't put much thought into the fact that it's barricaded. We could have rebated it with like Pebble as well as Unai is a guy who thinks about what to answer with after the fact. We could have told him that he didn't really hire us to make sure that no one comes into the Gilded Deal. Just I don't know. He was just a bit pushy about our task. I don't know.
Yeah, he also might not be too happy with the big hole that used to be a big door on the ground floor. Maybe.
Oopsie.
He can fix that. He's got plenty of. He clearly has plenty of money.
The job.
The job is done.
There's no one living in there. That's what we were hired to do.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he knew who was there.
Yeah, well, that's what I've
Probably
been wondering the whole time.
If you remember from the original posting, the letter said that was a group of disgusting squatters there.
Right.
I
But I don't-
highly doubt if he knew that he would just chat.
I wonder. Chad's almost like a little bit starstruck. It's the first person of like unquestionably like high status that he's come across all week. He's just like, oh no, mind is sort of swimming with different things he wants to ask him and talk to him about him.
Although I do remember we talked about it a little before, like with Sylvester Parkhouse, there was a slight distaste about him anyway because he's new money.
Oh yes, absolutely. So it's kind of
right now.
yeah. It's the desperation and the oh my god, here's a Valmart watch. It's like actually this it is very nice seeing nice things, isn't it?
Yeah, and for you, like that name kind of just keeps spinning your head, Valmart. Like it's something like it was expensive and desirable, but there's something about it. It doesn't quite. Something also like in your head, just almost there's some potential controversy about it, kind of thing, just sticks in your head, but you still can't place it. Anyway, you are left there, kind of starstruck isn't the right word, dumbstruck, I guess, as Parkhouse leaves you on the corner of Hammacott Square Market.
Right. So now that's done.
Well, now I'm hungry for buns.
Alright.
I think buns.
Buns.
Oh.
Buns.
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 Buns. Buns.
Sure.
Where Brask is standing, like above the crowd, can he see the bun place?
Yes, absolutely. So, like the actual shops are slightly raised up from the market anyway. There's like a upper level around the edge of it, so you can 100% see the bakery.
He's gonna do a huge, dramatic like buns.
What? But
Pebble.
you didn't like them, did you?
What say we go and acquire some buns?
Buns. Yes.
Tali, buns.
Sure.
I know we've just had breakfast.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good bit of another good bit of business to make you want some buns.
Charlie's just gonna help. Just gestures towards the stall that kind of is disarray, and she's
Oh.
gonna try and like make the display again.
Okay.
Oh.
And then
You can see the it is an elvish man, and the elderly looking elvish man who thanks you as you do it. Like, oh, thank you, very sweet of you.
I'm very sorry for that.
Yeah, we are sorry. We didn't know. So Pebble is divided between buns and stall.
As you are finished, you help like restack this display. You won't. It's the man. He does offer an orange to you. It's like, yeah, for your troubles. Thank you, dear.
She's gonna try and give him money for it because
Man,
much-
it doesn't refuse it. Piece of fruit, probably. it'll be
you
a
give
sort-
him like the price and then a little extra, like a little tip.
Aw.
for-
That's
Sorry,
nice.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. He says that it's two copper crumbs.
Give him 4. Why
Okay.
not?
Wow.
Yeah.
He just got double oranged.
Does Tali know what an orange is?
Oh.
That's a dumb
No,
question.
you've probably never seen one of these pieces of fruit.
So you wouldn't know how much to pay for it.
You have been given this kind of squishy orange sphere,
Neat.
She kind of just like pays the guy.
Yeah.
Turns. I don't know. Yeah, but it turns to I guess to go. She just kind of just sniffs it. I don't know, like.
How much does
She then
Pebbles?
looks around for anybody else in the market who has the same kind of thing. Like,
Roll
what
me-
do I do with it?
Roll me a perception check.
What do I do?
Oh, that's lovely.
12.
12. Okay. You do spot someone who's just walked away from the same stall, who is like dug their nails into it and started to peel off the outer layer.
She's gonna try and copy,
Yeah.
but as she's walking to the
Yeah,
front.
I'm not gonna make roll that. You are able to peel open the orange.
And then she's still just as confused. She's just
Yeah.
kind of continually confused.
Yeah, you now see this kind of weird, lumpy inner thing.
Yeah, so she's only seen. Tolly's only seen as far as
Yeah.
peeling, not what
Yeah,
we're supposed to
the
do with
person who was
it.
peeling it was walking away
Has
from you
gone
and they turned their
on.
back. So you've just got this peel. You now have two things. You now have this orange peel and you have the lumpy innards of the orange.
Yes, this is rubbish. I don't.
Can
I mean, this is visible to everybody in the party.
Yeah.
If you'd like to help or
Yeah,
intervene or
but
comment or
it's
make
And
too
I would say
funny.
of the party members, there's only two members who would know what an orange is. One of them would be Christina, who isn't here, and Chad. You would know what an orange is.
and Pebble?
Oh
Pebble would
God!
know what an orange is, surely.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
not.
fine.
Orange. You're from a farm. Like oranges are quite a warm climate thing, and
Oh.
you're from the sort of northern hemisphere kind of area, so you wouldn't know what.
Oh, Chad's gonna
Yeah.
mansplain.
Right, I'm gonna roll.
Yes.
Perception.
Yeah.
See if I notice. Go ahead,
Grass
Brian.
is mostly used to like root vegetables and meat.
Yes,
Like
pretty much.
Ah.
food. He's gonna respond sort of in the way as a cat would,
Neat.
for a citrus smell.
Yeah.
And that he'll be like interested and then absolutely like disgusted and
Yeah.
like almost borderline scared of the smell.
Oh,
I don't know how
Right.
badly it's going to affect him. It's
With
not
the
gonna be-
difference,
it's not gonna be
right?
good.
As you're contemplating the lumpy orb, Tali, you see out of like left view the big green snout of brass leans over your shoulder, and then suddenly you immediately pulls back.
Thing is, oh, I'm sorry.
no.
I'm just going to do that for like a good 5 minutes. It's horrible.
Chad rolled a 5 on his perception, so Chad hasn't noticed this. He's just happily
Yours,
he's chatting away to Pebble about what kind of buns they're gonna be at.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're still kind of trying to distract yourself from the situation with just the park house to the point where you're trying to you're really focusing on buns. One of the few things that have brought you a lot of joy, a simple pleasure,
Yes.
brought you a lot of joy in the last couple of days. So.
Tom's
Yeah,
just
so-
gonna try and eat every part of the orange and just see what
Yes.
continue.
Excellent.
So,
So
I mean,
Pebble, what's your favorite kind of bun?
I don't know. It's just like a butter. But does butter exist in this universe?
Yeah, butter exists.
Nice. Yeah, just buns in it.
Bun.
I don't remember if we
I
established.
think you had an iced bun last time. That was the thing.
Hey, iced.
It was
Yeah,
a sweet bun.
with sugar on top. Neat.
I wonder if they sell saffron buns or
Oh, we can check.
oh god, what the
What is saffron?
I forgot what I
Like,
forgot.
I know.
Saffron-
Unai knows, but Pebble doesn't.
yeah. Truffle buns. Oh yes. Oh what? Yeah. Truffle or saffron, Pebble? What would you? What's your favorite out of those?
Would Pebble know any of those? Because maybe truffles he would, but saffron he wouldn't, right?
I'll let you decide that one, Pebble.
Because I would imagine, right? Because in the village where Pebble was raised, they lived together with, I think it was gnomes that lived under the earth or something.
Yes,
like
you're from a sort of a community that has gnomes and humans. You would have lived near a village, but you'd actually be lived on your own farmstead. We probably would occasionally dropped into the village for supplies and things like that. But yes, Saffron probably not. Truffles, probably a delicacy you've heard of but never tasted.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, truffle buns. Do they do that? That would be. Wouldn't that be like throwing such a thing away? Pebble is weirded out. Why would you bake with truffle? Truffle is just meant to, garnish to just like, I don't know.
Pebble. Oh, you and I are from very different worlds. Trust me. If they've got truffle buns, if they've got truffle and saffron buns, I'll show you why it's
okay. Well,
something.
I'd be willing to try.
We should really, we can really bond over this.
I mean, as long as they are, as long as they aren't too expensive, seems a little bit extravagant, really, but
I'm sure that'd be fine.
Fine.
What do you think, Tali? Saffron buns, truffle buns. What are you doing with that orange?
Wait, do you know what this is?
What have you done to Brask?
I know. He didn't like the smell. Do you know what it is? What do I do? How do I?
What the hell's going on?
What? We didn't have this where I come from. So.
Do you not know? You don't know what an orange?
No.
You don't. Pebble, come on. Look,
I mean,
Pebble, you can explain to Tali what an orange is. Come on.
Pebble hasn't seen one, but has he heard about one?
You're pretty sure it's fruit.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I guess it's a fruit. I guess you're meant to eat it.
Not poison, Brask. I don't.
Pebble, have none of you eaten oranges before?
How do you
No.
eat it?
Also, are you sure that's
is
the
it-
real
which
name? Are you sure that's its real name? It just seems simplistic to call it as a color.
No, see, the color's named after the fruit. No,
Oh!
or is it the fruit named after the color?
Well, I don't know.
Or is it,
But how do you eat it?
Oh,
How do you?
yeah, sorry.
okay,
I got
okay,
this far.
yeah,
Is
fine.
this bit rubbish?
Chad's gonna like walk up.
All
like,
rubbish.
Okay, fine. So you take you've peeled it. Excellent stuff. You take the peel, throw that away. He literally
you
just chucks it onto the floor.
Is it
Can we
towards
roll?
me?
Can we roll to see where it lands?
towards you.
Can we roll to see where it lands on someone's head or something?
I'll roll something. Hold on. You carry on.
Yes. Sorry.
Chaz just chucked that
Yeah, exactly like that.
wherever it's landed. So, that's waste. Yeah. Who cares? Who cares about? Sometimes very, very nice. In certain recipes, you can use that. You can add that as a flavor, but for this, it's fine. We can get more oranges if we want to use that. And he shows her the you sort of like these are in segments. You see, it's like the moon, and you
Not like the moon.
careful.
It's not like the moon. It's a fruit. It doesn't have.
I mean,
I mean,
touche.
Wait, chat. The moon doesn't have segments. You know that, right?
No, I mean like the segment. No, it's like the segment itself is like the shape of the moon.
Okay. Well, the
Yeah.
moon's always round, though.
Yeah. I'm not sure we're quite understanding each other here. You know how like the moon is sometimes appears to be like
What?
a.
Adam, here's a good question. Are there phases of the moon in your universe? Because technically, from what I understand, the moon there shouldn't be phases because it's
So
not a
what's
moon.
weird here is
Oh.
the moon. In my world, the moon doesn't have phases. However, the moon is orange coloured. So
What?
Chad is-
Okay, alright. So he's not wrong. Because the moon is a portal to another place. So
So,
Right.
it wouldn't have
quick,
phases.
quick, just top level lore thing. It is genuinely believed that the sun and the moon they're not planetary bodies. They're like gateways to other worlds that basically spin around your world. But like I said, the moon is considered to be orange in this world. So what Chad is saying still works somehow.
Oh, this
Right,
is
yeah.
crazy.
So it's like
This is
it's
fantastic.
like the thing, but like imagine if you could like pull the moon apart and eat it in pieces, and it's just it's delicious. It's actually he shows it's like gotta be careful. There are pips inside it sometimes.
Okay,
And
can we
yeah,
live?
you use like that. It's delicious. Go on, have a go. Have a go.
Okay,
Have a go.
she,
Have a go.
oh
Have a
god!
go.
She eats some, it's fine. I'm gonna guess for Tani, like, I don't think Tani would have had a life with a lot of good food. So I imagine the orange is really fucking good.
Hey.
I don't know, but
can I have
that's what I'm gonna
some?
say.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
she shares it
can
with
I-
everybody who wants some.
Yeah,
Promise? It's
No,
actually
I'm
it's pretty good.
Like slap it out of your hand.
Pebble goes like Pebble implodes with the zest.
I can't believe
Yes,
none of you. Sorry.
I think you all enjoy the orange.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
that's-
zesty and flavouurful, apart from Brask, who
Nice.
just threw it to the floor.
Brask is literally like he's gonna lick the dirt floor to get the smell and taste out of his.
Yes.
You also do, you hear a yelp of a pug yelping. Pebble, in particular, you hear a help! Help! I'm blind! I'm blinded! You turn back, you see the orange peel has landed on Spud's face and right across his eye, and it's just like,
Oh.
"Ah!
Do you like the smell of it? Do you want a piece of it?
Ah, I want to see!
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no. Pebble takes it out and then he asks, "Do you like the smell of it?"
I don't believe none of you ever had a simple orange before. This is. I'm so glad I can share that.
What are you
This
talking about?
is-
Simple. It's a complex flavor.
This is what I'm. This is like. This is just the norm for me, you know. I'm so glad I was able to share this with you. You can
That's
see.
normal? That's a normal thing you eat like all the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, they're considered quite dull actually. They're it's like them and bananas, you know, like yeah.
Oh.
Have you,
I don't know. I have
have you, do you not
I
have
don't know.
have you not had bananas? Oh my
I don't
goodness.
think so.
Oh my goodness.
Buns are we talking about?
Maybe they'll have orange buns. Buns with orange.
I mean, they
Wait,
are
so you
kind of
put
orange.
them in the...
It's very versatile. Pebble, actually,
Can you
Pebble.
do that?
You should keep the you could actually keep the
Okay.
keep the rind.
I can
you
wash
could,
it.
You could use that flavor
Yeah.
in some things.
I'm gonna add it to my inventory.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Orange
the
peel.
the cook servants from when I grew up used to do amazing things with orange. You know, such a simple sharp flavor. Yeah, oranges, lemons, limes.
I'm
I'm
adding
so
it to my inventory.
I'm so glad that you're all. I was able to share this with you. I can't believe. And it's like there's an opportunity here for Chad to like have like a realization of like how privileged he is. But actually, no, he's just really excited to like
He's
share it
missed
with
that.
his friends.
He's missed that mark.
Yeah,
What?
he's missed the
Yeah.
point.
What else is there that I don't know, Ty doesn't know about, none of us know about?
How long? I can show you. I can show you. Particularly if we keep on making lots of good money. There's a whole world of wealth and luxury and just everything that I can and do take for granted and always have because it's just always been there.
And always will.
And always will be there. That we should just absolutely. I'm really excited to as we all you all rise up to my level of like affluence and nobility.
It's just an orange, but okay.
Just an orange.
Well, I mean, okay,
Just now you were saying it's
yeah, but Chad, you're going on about like wealth and money and status, and I just,
okay.
it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. Let's just buns.
Buns.
We'll get some more buns. We'll get some buns. And
Yeah.
if there's more luxurious exotic foods that you haven't tried, I'll be
Yeah,
I'll
let's
be
go
I'll
for
be
buns.
thrilled to teach you all. Even you, Brask. Even you.
So what I'll
They
say
all
is,
smell so bad.
you all go get some more buns. I think from what memory serves, they were 1 copper each, so
Yeah.
you can get as many buns as you want. But I think this one we'll take a break. We won't role play out the the bakery, considering the excellent orange role playing we just did.
I've loved it, honestly.
Oh, this is brilliant.
So good.
Yeah, I know that like we're not playing for as long today, and we've got like a cart to go and buy and all that stuff. But like that was really lovely.
Okay, that was great. And players like somehow managed to take the opportunity to give you a little bit of lore about the world in a conversation about
Yeah.
oranges.
That was good. Shall we return at
Yeah.
10 past or 15 past, or how much of a break do we need?
Let's do 10 past.
10 past.
15
Alright.
minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I want to not.
Yeah. The other weird thing about the sun is that it's not a complete disc. It has a gap in it. It's like a ring light.
Neat.
Would the
Oh,
moon also be
trendy.
So the thing is that what Lord Legend tells you is that the moon used to be part of the sun, and the devil stole part of the sun and made it to the moon. So the moon exactly fits inside the ring of the sun because
Oh, I
they're
see.
originally one thing.
Well, that's fine.
You're saying
Moon's
that
a donut hole.
the
Donut
sun
hole.
is just literally is a black hole sun.
Maybe.
Black hole sun.
And
Anyway,
really, the moon gives us the light of
Yes.
day.
Anyway.
Time to have a break.
Does that mean that like at night everything's slightly orange, like it's old street lights?
Yes, a little bit.
Oh,
I mean, they're also a little bit orange because all the street
High
lights
pressure
Dow
sodium.
Bridge and the light pollution for Dow Bridge anyway. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
fair enough.
A little bit.
We live,
Like it.
we're in Mad Max world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Break. Bye.
Break time.
yes, break time.
Break
Back
time.
soon.
See you in
Bye.
a bit.
See you in a minute.
Bye.
And we're back.
Wow.
So, wow! Look at these
Whoa.
tasty buns.
Ooh.
Nom.
Yeah,
I've got a question. Did they have any saffron buns, or
They
is
did
it
not
Oh.
have
just,
saffron buns.
Or orange
Just-
buns.
They didn't have orange buns. either.
Truffle?
just regularized buns?
They didn't
Okay,
have
that's
any
regular
buns.
buns.
It was just flour
Buns.
stuffed into your mouths. Okay.
They had like the bakery is unfortunately not a fancy bakery. It's not
Fair
a fancy Riverdanian bakery like
Mm.
Chad is hoping. It is a fairly simple one. They can do sort of like an icing, and they can do like maybe raisins, maybe raisin bun, and then
Yeah.
obviously like actual like breads.
The icing was done out of potato.
Yeah, it's a potato icing. They don't tell you that though. Yes, you get buns. I'm not actually even going to make you mark off money for that because it's pittance, so I don't care.
No, so wealthy.
Unless you start going there like every single session,
Yes.
then I might start caring again.
Every minute.
But for the moment, I don't care.
Sounded
So,
pretty chaddish there. You know, it's tuppence. Not even important.
all right, I've changed my mind.
Buns.
All of you mark off 1 copper.
Okay. We've unleashed the beast, that's fine.
More admins than it's worth, but
Yes,
Brian has
I
convinced
want
me.
admin.
How many coppers are in a
10.
silver? 10
10
in a
coppers
silver.
to 10, just 1 silver.
Okay, so
I
I've
You
got
have to break it to change you.
7. Yeah, so I've got
I can't
Oh, yeah, I have
actually
to do
7
that.
and 9. Okay,
I
so I've got
couldn't- I
57 and 9.
Oh, because I don't have any.
Yep.
Later.
1 second, 1 copper less each, or 2
Yeah,
coppers?
1 copper less each. 1.
Alright.
Each bun was 1
I
copper.
swear they used to be cheaper than that.
There is no cheaper than 1 copper.
But I swear it was like 1
Regretting.
copper for like multiple buns the last time.
You
we
bought
did.
10
Oh, no.
buns for 1 silver.
Okay.
So,
I'm regretting. Can us pay for these now?
Uh-huh.
a silver
told you.
is 10 copper, right? We've said.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah.
good.
Economics.
Fantastic.
Dowbridge Economics 101.
1 second! sorry for this.
Here's
So-
here's a.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, no, that's fine. It's fine.
Go on,
so,
Unai.
so Sylvester has given
Yes.
us 750.
Yep.
And which is
You
7,500.
can buy 7,500
No.
buns.
No.
That's
Yeah, you
either
you got a
pricey
lot
Yeah,
of
buns or-
we can, but we will
Yeah.
not.
you got a lot of money from him.
Anyway, yeah.
So okay, I just had because the money for Bachard, 25% is Bachard's.
Yes.
So 25% of the full price would have been like 375
Yeah.
to go to Bachard. But so then I guess half that, and then that's the money put aside for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I actually have a spreadsheet that
Yes.
can work this out if you
That's
need
fine.
me to, but
It's fine.
Neat.
anyway. Then the rest is up to you to do what you want with.
Well, we have a little savings account.
You
thing
do, yes, you do.
Which I can't remember the details of right now.
187.5
0.5 goes to
to that chart of what we've just got.
So 157 silver and 5 copper. Yeah.
But we can sort this out like when we get back to the.
Yeah.
Tali will say like, I put the money for Bachard aside, and we can divvy it up after we've paid for the things.
Alright.
Do our
Basically,
job later.
We've got 562.5 septs to play with for the what we need to do next.
Yeah, and bits from pieces from your previous jobs and stuff. So
Cool. That sounds very.
right. So are you heading
to
off
me.
to the cart place?
Yes.
So you can see on the far
guess-
side. Oh, gone.
Well, I guess what Tali might just before we get there, we should probably figure out what we want from the cart place. So we want a cart, obviously, and if possible, like a crate that is large enough to sit in.
I have an idea.
Does anybody know how to drive a cart, or
I mean, is
do
it
we need
stick
to hire
shift?
a driver? Where's horses?
Oh, that was part of the discussion we had, wasn't it? It was about whether we hire it with a driver.
Yeah.
We
Would you
did-
like me
we
to
did discuss
recap the numbers for you?
I have the numbers here.
Okay, go on. You can do it then.
Go on then.
So to hire a cart and a donkey, it's 7 seps per day. If there's 50 seps to buy the crate, you can rent a crate, but then that increases the rental cost of the cart to 10 seps a day. And if we don't want a driver, it's 100 seps deposit that we'll get back when we bring the cart back.
Right.
But obviously, if the cart gets totaled, we lose the deposit.
Makes a lot of sense.
But it means we would be able to have it without a driver, which
Which is more stealthy.
potentially
Well,
yeah.
worth mentioning that those rental costs also include a single mule as well. But in the
Is
same
that gonna
vein,
be-
How much
if the
can
mule
the
is killed,
pull?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, could the
Um,
mule pull Woyolf?
the mule could pull, basically one mule
We
would be
get
able to
two.
pull Warriorth probably, because it can pull like weapons and armor and stuff like that. But you wouldn't be able you lot wouldn't be able to sit in it. Also, mules themselves aren't very fast anyway.
Can we get 2?
You can try and negotiate for 2.
Okay, but yes, Tali is relays some of this information to.
In terms of who can drive, Pebble is proficient in land vehicles, so Pebble knows how to drive a cart.
Okay,
Excellent.
Cool.
Pebble, would you?
Yeah, I'm feeling
Yeah.
carty. I was gonna say, but I don't know if we had this conversation earlier or not. Is there do we have to come up with a front to not be suspicious about why we are hiring this cart, or no questions asked?
Let's have some goods to move. Just hire a car.
But with a cage?
Well, a crate, like a big
A
crate.
crate. Alright, yeah. That's...
We have barrels. I don't know. Tali doesn't know, but
No, that makes sense. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
we're paying them, so.
I think I'm overthinking. I'm sorry.
No,
Let's
I mean
move on.
it's a good idea. It's always good to
Because there's a there's a circus going on, so
They
we
use
could,
cages.
we could impersonate.
Well, I'm thinking Tali's thinking a crate that has, we could maybe put some holes in it, but not a cage, because we'd have to cover the cage with something
Mm-mm.
if we got a cage.
Cool.
We
No,
buy
yeah,
the crate,
crate is
buy
fine.
the crate, and
Mm.
hire the
Holes.
Do we want to buy the crate or rent the crate? But I guess if we need to put air holes in it, we might want
Yeah.
to buy it, and we could maybe reuse it for something.
Yeah.
To not necessarily speak as Chad, but just think it through. We're probably much more likely to break the crate than we are to break the mule and cart.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
so I'd go with buy a crate and go for the 100 sept deposit
Mhm.
to take the cart without a driver.
And yeah, maybe
That
we could get
makes a lot
2
of sense.
donkeys just in case.
That's cool. I'm agreeing with that. Brask,
I guess-
does Brask have any opinion on this?
Brask, when you mentioned the circus, the idea of cages, he was very, very against that. He doesn't really understand what a crate is, but he's identified at least that's different.
Okay.
So we'll have to see how different it is in person, but he's very against cages.
And if they do ask, we're moving barrels of supplies from our business, right? Like from the pubs.
Yeah.
Pubs have barrels, right? That's a thing.
Sure. That makes a lot of
Got
sense.
that
actually.
brass barrels. Moving some barrels.
Moving some barrels.
Within buns.
No.
Barrels.
Barrel buns. Bun
Moving
barrels.
Barry.
Anyway, let's go.
Moving barrels.
Bun buns.
Yeah.
Right. So you head over. Having made a plan, you head over to the other side of the market. So kind of by the roadside, literally where you were standing originally on the corner of the east side of Hammacott Square Market, where it touches the road. You're now on the west side of that, where it touches the road, and you find a shop which is called Carts of Gold.
Hey.
So
Better than
expensive.
parts of glass.
well, yeah. So and you see it is a
They're gonna be bloody heavy carts, aren't they?
Yeah, right?
It is a particularly, although it's like a brick and mortar store, an actual shop, it's a particularly ramshackle looking place. You can see the sign which says Carts of Gold is all like wonky. One of the windows, there's a glass window which has been shattered clearly, and there's like wooden frames being put up against it that kind of ball it up. It's, yes, a kind of a desperate looking place.
Like cards of gold, more like cards
Fool's
of
gold.
G.
Yeah.
Cards
Cards
of
of
G.
fool's gold.
Old.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And you can see that the actual word gold has been painted yellow, but the paint is starting to chip and flake
Oh,
as
no.
well.
Oh dear. Good.
I assume you're going in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
You enter into the building and you see this kind of small, like, have you ever been into one, like a car rental place? There's kind of like a lobby and then a counter.
Hmm.
You see this kind of place that has these like awful looking like sofas and like a waiting room, and it's just very dimly lit. Like, there's like a lantern on the desk. It's a very weirdly lit room. It's kind of strange, like there's like some flies buzzing around. It's very off-putting.
Hmm.
Is there like, can we announce ourselves? So we, Tony's like, if there's no bell, there's no on the counter. It's like,
You can see that on the counter there is a bell.
Yeah. Chad would do it, or Kelly would do it. So.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't do it. I'm too short.
No,
Well, Bell isn't that short. So.
that was Brass.
Alright.
So you ding the dinger. I imagine like one of you dings it first, and then Brass dings it second,
Yay.
and crushes it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's gonna like try and fix it.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
There's you ding it, and there's a moment where nothing kind of happens, and you can see that sort of behind the counter there is like a curtain where there's clearly another room. And Tali, you can just about see, because I think you have a higher passive perception, I think, than most of the party. There's an ever slight subtle move in that curtain, and you see something. I'm just going to message you quickly.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
I'm afraid.
See, ask.
Just like
This is
dead
establishment.
body.
Yes.
Oh, I hope it's not Aspis.
Oh no.
I hope
can
it's
you
just.
imagine?
I hope it's nothing. Nothing. Tali can't handle anything else right now.
An orange, a giant
Just
orange.
want to hire a cart.
And I have some follow-up question.
And I'm not sure you do.
Like definitely that,
Definitely that.
and they definitely looked ready to.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, she's gonna basically grab. How? Okay, so Pebble is
Standing at the
Pebble-
counter, in my head is, because it's not a very large counter, is you and Brask.
Oh.
Whereas
Chad?
Pebble and Chad are somewhat behind you.
Mm.
Nothing's gonna happen now. It's gonna be
Basically
bad.
trying to grab whoever's nearest to me,
Yeah.
and like pull them down.
Okay.
As she would just be like duck.
But
So
Brass doesn't know what duck
Tali
means.
tries to pull you, Brass, to the floor and says duck.
And I duck.
Okay, Pebble goes down. Brass and
I'll
Chad,
get
do
down.
you hit the floor?
Yeah.
Guess, yeah.
Are you sure Brask wouldn't be like,
He'd probably
where's the duck?
No.
right.
Well, the duck is not the best.
Right?
Get
You
You know,
Is that
Chad
your
would be
character?
like, "Oh, I don't take instructions now."
Yeah, probably.
Well, Brask will be confused about why a duck's attacking them, but the gesture of pulling him down will be enough to communicate that.
And she will, after we get down, she'll be like, we're friendly, we would like to chop here.
Maybe a persuasion check.
Please.
What's going on? What's going on, darling?
Hello.
But I just think someone's got a crossbow.
Oh.
Oh.
And they were pointing at us, so I just thought it'd be safe if Tali got down. Persuasion 22.
22.
Wow.
Perception. I rolled the wrong thing. It's fine.
Oh.
Hold on a second. It would have been
23! Hey!
Natural one.
at 9.
Oh.
Okay. It's a very different result, isn't it? You hit the floor, you shout, and you just hear a voice from behind, kind of like, "You sure you're not here to steal Colburn?"
To still
I don't.
what?
Tali doesn't know what that is. We'd like cart, please.
There was a moment pause, like, "I'm coming out very slowly, no sudden moves."
Okay, can we get up? Can we we're on the floor just in case.
I didn't tell you to get down.
No, I know.
Yes.
Tali, okay.
You see emerging from behind this curtain, crossbow drawn, this large crossbow. You see a dwarf. This thick, silvery beard. Weirdly enough, this guy is shaven head, but you see his skin is this kind of inky blue color,
Ooh, nice.
and he has this kind of like red pupiled eyes, and he comes
Ew.
out holding his crossbow. It's like,
Okay.
"I'll better not be here to steal Colburn.
To still
They
what?
won't take me. They won't take me.
Who
Is this a card shop or?
Colburn?
Yeah.
I'm Colburn."
Ah, okay.
Who is
Oh.
after you?
I don't know. The doors and nuns still in all over town. Colburn needs to look after herself. He's just holding his crossbow out, still at all of you.
Right. Fantastic.
Brask is not intimidated by his crossbow at all because they're just purely based, like, Brask's got some bias based on this guy's size compared to him.
Good.
He is not intimidated at all.
Can you?
He's also not, like, angry.
What you can see, however, is he is intimidated by your
Of
size.
course.
It's just like, why is there a dragon in here?
Well,
He's holding the crossbow specifically at you.
He's our friend.
I'm getting a cart. Not a carriage.
There was a look of confusion, but he's just holding it. Like
Wait, look, we just wanna hire a cart from you, and we've heard about the disappearings, and do you know anything? We saved someone a few days ago who had been taken.
If I knew anything, do you think I'd be hiding in the back of the crossbow?
I
don't know who to trust anymore. Anyone who comes in here could be trying to take me.
But you run a shop.
I know!
Yeah.
Do you know how stressful that is?
Yeah.
I haven't had a customer in weeks.
Why don't you just close?
Oh dear.
I don't want to let them know I'm onto them.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
You can see more and more. There's a crazy look in this dwarf's eyes. He clearly hasn't slept much.
Yeah, Adam,
Trigger happy finger as well. He's like sitting there, still holding, kind of shifting between all of you.
This guy, you say he's got like blue skin.
You got inky blue skin, yes.
Is that a common?
It's very
that
rare.
fine?
So I'll let you can notice for free. There are kind of like two types of dwarves. Essentially, there are hill dwarves and there are mountain dwarves. Hill dwarves are the more common, and they have more regular skin tones. Mountain dwarves, these are the ones who used to live under the mountain before it exploded, and they were all violently evicted. They will have shades of like inky blue skin or kind of purplish skin colours. You see them much more infrequently. Before the whole Thunder Mountain exploding thing, they were never seen above ground.
Okay.
You can roll me a history check as well, just see if you know anything further than that.
Sure.
Do we all or?
Yeah, you can all. I'll let you all do it.
9, so probably no.
No, nothing more for you.
18.
18.
Ooh, Brass.
Yeah. I have to figure out how Brass knows about this, but we'll come back to that.
17.
6.
17. 6. Okay. So Pebble, no. Chad, what you do know, and it'll be easy to explain for you, is so you know that a lot of mountain dwarfs, the ones who weren't immediately killed by the explosion, because when the mountain turned to a volcano, the people inside it largely got killed. unfortunately. The few who do escape,
You don't say.
I know, right? But in the history of dwarves, the mountain dwarves were treated as if royalty.
Oh.
The hill dwarves looked up to them. They thought them as the pinnacle of society, the ones who lived in the mountain. And every once in a while, a hill dwarf was raised to a status where they could come and live inside the mountain. So it's an odd sight seeing this crazy, run-down mountain dwarf who, at some point, either him or maybe his family would have probably been considered nobility. Brask, you also know that. I can't bother to figure out how you know that, but you know that as well.
I read.
Yeah, perfect.
Not words, but I read.
A picture book.
Yes.
Pop-up books.
Look, we just want to shop. We just want to hire a car. We'll leave you alone.
Yep.
Just one moment. He sort of walks around you slowly, and he basically circles around you to the point where he walks to the actual door of the shop. Then he reaches up and he just locks the bolt. Okay, we do business now.
Pavel gives him
Of,
a buns?
Of,
No.
of like people, do you know people who've been taken?
I know some, yes. There was man across the road, Gnome, Milosh.
Well, we saved Milo.
Oh yeah, we brought him back. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Old news, man.
Get over it, dude.
Yeah, that's,
God.
that's alright.
We saved.
That's so
Oh, you need to get out more.
Milosh came back.
Yeah,
He wasn't
yeah.
killed.
No, bunch of gross rat people. We're small and mighty. Yeah, This guy, Chad points to Brask, but this guy sort of pats him on the scaly chest. But this guy, he killed a lot of rat people that day. We all did. We were all
Yeah. Some of us got trauma from it.
A lot of it was my bees.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you still got those bees. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Maybe put those away, Brask. Yeah.
Sorry.
So anybody else? Do you know?
Chad, I will let you roll a persuasion check to see if you can win this guy over now that you've given a bit more context. And
Excellent.
he seems genuinely surprised that Milosh has come back, although completely unaware of the fact, despite it being, like 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah. 15.
15. Okay, you do see for the first time he does lower the crossbow.
Oh, that's
Like-
nice.
I assumed Milosh was dead. You say you rescued him, small and mighty. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask? Have you heard of? I and Chad are both making a leap here that this
Yes, Will?
dwarf might be aware of Small and Mighty.
Okay.
So you familiar with the?
I really thought you were going to say
Small and
Burchard.
No.
That seems like a Chad thing to do. That's why I was surprised when you're
I
like,
probably-
Chad and Will are making an assumption. I was like, oh boy, Will.
Yes. No.
That's,
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, because all dwarfs know each other. That's what they.
That's what we're applying here.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Let me just roll a history check from him. He is like, the name rings a bell.
Yeah.
Old news.
Well, they
With the
used to be a group called Small and Mighty, but they split up, and we're sort of the new
Yeah.
group.
There's been a reboot 2.0, Things change.
Yeah, there used to be a group of heroic gnomes and dwarves, and now we've replaced them as. No, that doesn't sound great, does it?
He walks past
we
you.
help people. We help people that need it.
That is good. Many people here need help. But okay, I trust you for now. We can do business. He goes back into the back room again. And he's got the crossbow. He's just like slung it over his shoulder. It's still loaded, annoyingly, and it kind of, as he walks past, it ends up that's inadvertently being pointed back at you again. But he does walk behind the curtain to the back room,
And we're
and
like,
then he returns
Don't
without
do-
the crossbow, with just a large like ledger book, which he just brings onto the counter like.
dust.
So So what
that
can I
the-
do for small and mighty then?
Seems like a
just
nice chat.
whilst he was like leaving the room and coming back, Brask is gonna like go look around, and then so there was like a little waiting area. So he's gonna go sit there.
Neat.
It's like too big for the chairs, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill.
Love it.
Neat. We need a card. La 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 la.
We need a cart.
Okay, carts. What kind of carts? You
Um,
move goods or people?
well, what's the difference between your carts?
One has seats.
Oh,
the other
we don't.
doesn't.
No, we don't. We don't need to see.
No seats. Okay. He starts writing down like on a piece of paper.
Sorry.
How many days do you need cart?
Well, maybe like a 1.5. Just
2 days.
2 days. Yeah.
2. Well,
We could call it 3.
No,
3
we
days.
no, 2. It's only a half
month.
day to where we need to go, and then a half day back. But just to give us some wiggle room, we could.
Yeah. Okay.
You traveling inside city or outside city?
Outside.
Outside city. He changes something in his notes. So 2 days travel outside city.
2 seems like a lot though.
No, I think it's well
If it's
But we'll
yeah,
we'll just
yeah.
go
because it's nighttime
if
and all
it's-
that.
if we bring it back
early.
in 1 day, do we get any money back?
You pay half at front, half back. If you would take it longer, we up the cost. If you bring it back sooner, we down the costs.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
2 days. 2 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Expect
that's a good
it
idea.
back in 2 days, and then if it's earlier, the
Yeah,
better
yeah,
for everyone.
Do you need driver or you taking cart by yourself?
I drive.
We can.
Well, no, Pebble doesn't. Pebble doesn't. No, just we play it serious because maybe Pebble is too conscious that this man might judge Pebble because of his short.
Atali will still
age.
say Pebble is driving, and points to Pebble.
He looks Pebble up down hard like they would need deposit.
Yeah, that's. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we get it back when we return the car, as long as it's not broken.
That is what deposit means.
Well, Charlie just wanted to make sure.
So he writes down something else on his little like receipt paper he's writing
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
Can we also have 2 donkeys?
You want 2 donkey.
Yeah, it's just because when one gets tired, the other one can help. And we are going outside.
It will cost more for 2 donkey.
I mean,
But
yeah.
how much more?
Half again.
Sorry, what?
150.
No,
Okay.
no, because the rental cost is 7. Is only 7 steps a day, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be 7 plus
Call it
3.
10.
Okay, yeah.
10.
So 10.
Alright.
10.
10 a day. Okay,
And then the deposit.
I think we can manage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then can we also buy a crate?
Buy a crate. Yes, buy a crate. What size
How-
crate?
Well, what's the biggest one that you got?
The biggest one takes up entire width of cart.
That's good.
So how do you have any measurements? Roughly, like how tall? Tall, yeah.
Points of
That's
brass
it.
like it's like taller than him.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
that's good. Wide? How wide?
Same width as height.
So a cube. All right.
It's a
Okay.
cube.
And Adam, how big is Wolf? It's like 9,
Wolf is
right?
a tiny bit taller than Brask.
Okay,
Wolf
easy peasy.
Wolf hunches a lot.
Okay, that's fine.
So in
That,
hunch-
we think that it will fit,
Yeah.
right?
Wolf, when hunched, she stands about 6 foot tall.
Okay.
The one time you've seen her stand up all upright, she's about between 8 and 9 feet tall.
Okay, but the crate, we think that the crate would definitely easily hold.
She'd be cramped in there, unfortunately.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
you're not going to be able to buy something probably that fits in
Okay.
very
Yeah, 'cause
easily,
otherwise
but
the cart would be too big.
Okay,
I'd,
that sounds good. We could buy that. That'd be nice.
just reiterating here, like we are planning to the crate we are buying, we are not renting. Is that okay?
Yes, you buy crates. That's
Okay.
fine.
And
Thank you.
that's 50, right?
Yes, 50
Yes.
steps.
Okay. Nice.
He turns to another page in this book, and you see, weirdly enough, what appears to be pictures of donkeys. It's like, now find 2 donkeys who don't hate each other.
Is that a common problem?
All donkeys hate one another.
Well, that got it. Okay.
Do any
Need to find
donkeys?
donkeys who tolerate each other.
You got the donkeys with any allergies to scales? Or I take it they're all fine with wood.
Don't be silly. Donkeys don't have allergies. Don't live
Right.
long enough.
Right, yeah, good. Maybe because of their allergies. No, that's fine. Yeah.
Nice.
Just quickly picking 2 random names for donkeys.
Good.
Chad's gonna go over to Brask. And be like,
Blitzen.
no, yeah,
Sorry.
Brask. I don't know if you've been near a donkey before. It's for transportation. Not for, they wouldn't be able to support you. You wouldn't be able to ride it. Please, as well, don't eat the donkeys. Okay? Is that understood?
Brask is very confused because nobody's actually said that they're alive, really.
Right.
And he's seen so much like modes of transportation around this
Right.
city.
He
He is picturing something completely different.
Right.
Pebble is like
I wouldn't eat that.
So we understand each other. Yeah.
Pebble is like idea. Like Pebble, Brask, look, see what you're seeing on this man's, on this man's book. Those are donkeys. Have you ever seen?
Those are not donkeys.
They
Those
are.
are pictures.
I mean, they are pictures of donkeys. They are drawings of donkeys. Oh,
As
God.
Pebble,
stupid.
as Pebble does point that these are donkeys, yeah, Cole Bone is like, no, these pictures of donkeys.
Yeah, the animals in the pictures are called donkeys. We're just
Yes.
explaining to Brass. Brass, they're animals. They lived in the school.
Has Brask seen a donkey before? Do you know
You
it
probably
by
have
that name
seen
or another name, maybe?
You probably would name it something else. Yes.
Roll
there
me
is
a donkey
iconic for
check.
it. But you probably have seen donkeys before. Like your people are essentially scouts and hunters. Like you probably have seen farmers, like Pebble, moving around. You probably have raided them before, so you would have seen that basically these pack animals that pull along things.
Have I feasibly eaten donkey before?
Yes, 100%. What's weird for you, because the thing about the Draken is your beasts of burden aren't living. You have this thing where you hunt animals and then you resurrect them as undead versions to pull things around. Not obviously, that's not in your skill set, but members, sort of more clerical kinds in your
That's
clans
convenient.
do that. So they make beasts of burdens out of the dead corpses of the things they've eaten. So you probably have undead donkeys that are pulling things around for you.
That's
You have
lovely.
radiant stolen from farmers like Pebble.
Okay, in that case, yeah. Brask is gonna be like, oh yeah, delicious, yeah.
No, but that's what Chad was
No.
saying. You don't eat these ones. These ones have to stay uneaten. Living.
If he eats donkey, you no get deposit back.
Okay, that's fair. But he's
Yeah,
not going
It's
to
after
eat them.
deposit.
Sorry?
I will give you Jennifer and Carl. They tolerate each other and are least tasty.
Okay.
I'll be
he-
the judge
Ross-
of that.
Ross- no,
No,
Ross, you
you
can't
are-
eat them. You cannot eat the donkey. I'm
You can
sorry.
taste without eating.
No, you can't bite the donkey.
Shush.
You have to leave the donkeys alone.
Trust me, it's not worth biting donkey. Donkey bite back.
Oh God.
Oh, nice.
You speaking from experience?
I am.
Why
Right,
did
I don't know
you
what I
bite?
expect.
It's
I don't know
been
what I
hard doing
expected.
hard doing business lately.
Did you try to eat your donkeys?
I'm not proud of it, but yes.
Right, yeah. This guy's got some real issues, guys.
Okay, so how much do we? Okay, so how much money is this? Then so we can.
So. And,
As you're working this out, Brask is just gonna like sort of turn the catalogue of donkeys around like as a menu and just sort of browse it.
No.
This one I love it.
he currently he uses like an abacus out and starts working out some numbers and goes 160 septs. That includes 100 sept deposit.
Cool.
And upon return,
Hang on, hold up. But
50 septs for cart.
for credit.
10. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna take the accent off for a second. Turn off the accent. So 100 seps for the deposit.
Yeah.
Then the actual cost is
2
50.
days.
Yes, but you pay half now, half when you return.
Okay.
So you're paying 10 seps now for your travels, and you
Convenient.
pay another, and then 10 seps will basically be taken off the deposit. To cover
Yeah.
the rest, you'll get the rest back.
Okay.
That's
That's
lovely.
okay.
So 160 seps.
Yes.
Where would you like to collect carts? Should I bring to you? Will you come here to collect?
What is the option?
Bring-
Well, so we'd like it today.
I can do it today. Take a couple of hours. Need to wake up Jennifer. She grumpy.
Okay. We could come back.
You can just bring it to the pub.
Yeah, if you could, deliver it to the.
Well.
No, maybe not. Yeah. Just in case.
Come back
Yeah.
in 3 hours. I'll have carts ready and
Okay.
donkeys and crate.
Okay.
It will be outside shop. You come collect.
Okay.
Neat.
3 hours. Maybe 4 hours.
What time is it
4
now?
hours. At this point, it would be you probably get around lunchtime.
Okay, that's
That takes
fine.
time.
That's perfectly fine.
So it'll be sort of towards evening time, basically when it's ready.
Cool.
Yeah, good. Pleasure doing
that-
business with you.
Charlie will
Yeah.
count the money and
Yeah.
put the money over.
Yeah. In response to you, Persuasion Check was like, "Yes, nice to have money again."
Yeah.
You know, you said you were worried about people being taken and stuff. If you or anybody you know needs help, you can always come and you can always find us at the Five Fellows pub.
Good.
But just keep
Keep that in mind.
okay.
It's getting pretty bad for this guy.
I want him to join our team.
Yeah,
No, because
Got a
he's
mean looking crossbow.
yeah.
Do you have are you okay? Like, are you okay for dinner? You have food?
We'll be with this. He
Have
points
donkeys.
to
No,
Rooney.
Brask.
Goldborn can buy food today.
Are you safe here? Have you had anyone try to take you away?
No one come here. But that's what crossbow for.
You
Right.
seem capable, but just if you do need help, we have a telegram machine, sending station machine. So
We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Can we give this guy the number of our?
Yeah, I'll see we do
Wire.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
We got one of those sending machines. Great, cool. If you
Right.
Yeah.
No, but it wasn't like more of a technical thing. Like, do we know our number? Because it was dismantled anyway.
Yeah, I would say the number's probably written on like the actual outside of the box.
Oh, okay,
So
nice.
you
Convenient. Writing things sometimes works. Yeah.
all good. I need to go wake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jennifer.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
There was,
fine.
there was a vacant look in his eyes when he says Jennifer.
you need any help?
No.
I was gonna say, should one of us like stick around to be his protection? Protect our investment, shall we say?
Yeah. Well, as soon as we get outside, Chad's gonna suggest that we we watch this place very, very closely for the next few hours.
Cool. Sorry. I mean.
I know what Adam's like. We'll walk
leave,
away
and
from
then
here.
the
We'll
shop
come
will
back
be
in
in
a few hours.
quarantine, and then there'll be a Justicar, and
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So yes, you finish playing the guy. You then leave. He unlocks the door and leave again. You do hear as you leave, the door relocks and is bolted again.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I would suggest because I don't know if the Five Fellows has like a place to pull like around the back to pull up a cart, because we'd always have to load.
It's got side alleys because it gets deliveries.
Yes.
So there are places to pull an alley up. Basically, you have the beer cellar. There's a place you can pull carts up right near that.
Yeah.
So
There's someone should tell Butchart that's
it is
yeah.
the pub itself is a completely detached building. You can access it on all sides.
Yeah.
Neat.
Well, Bachar will be expecting us to
go back
show up with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
At some point later. So are there? Can we have a look around this building, the shop? Is there like a back to it? And stuff.
So you see this building itself seems to back into another building or business. It doesn't look like any donkeys or animals are kept here, nor are the carts.
Oh,
Right.
so-
They're probably kept somewhere like in the stables or something near the outskirts of the city, and maybe have to go there to get them and bring them back.
Nice.
Right.
It seems more like almost like a business / office, not the actual stables or stockyards.
That makes a lot of sense.
If we hang around, are we able to see him leave to go and get the stuff?
Yeah. I would. Are you trying to be stealthy about it, or are you just standing out of the shop in the open?
Probably try and be stealthy.
Okay.
Why? He's nice. Because
no,
he would
use him as
refuse
bait.
protection.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure that he doesn't get kidnapped in the next 4 hours.
Well, that's why. Like, what I mean is just like join him with him knowing, right? It wouldn't matter to
I have a
him.
question for Adam as a
Mhm.
DM. So we're going to be traveling through the night.
Yep.
And we don't really know if we can actually, because there's no seats in the car, so there's
Nope.
not sure how we're going to have to walk. Do we need to sleep before we go out again, or
You don't need to sleep.
Well, like, okay, will we? Okay, are we going to get out, let's say, exhausted if we don't go to sleep?
So you could probably just about make it there to the forest, but you probably need to sleep at the forest if you're going to keep pushing on.
Lovely.
Alternatively, you can rest now or before you go. So you could basically get hold of the carts, and then basically arguments say 5 o'clock. You then have an 8-hour sleep then, and then leave.
Yeah, that
Real
would be
early in the
sensible.
morning.
That would be extremely sensible. Please.
That's quite late though. We wanted to leave like just as because it takes half a day to get to the place we need to get to, so we'd be there in daylight.
Yeah, but the thing you were trying to avoid is being in this. You wanted to go for the city at nighttime.
Yes.
Not that you've really overly travelled it, but what you understand is once you get out of the city, it's essentially open plains.
Yeah.
So
It's
that part
probably
is
to our,
less suspicious travelling.
and it's probably to our advantage that once we are out of anyone's sight, it's a bit daytime, right? Instead of.
Well, we
clear
also need
night.
to make the holes in the crate. That's like a I think like a letterbox.
Oh yeah, sure.
But Worf doesn't like the sun.
Wolf, it's not that Wolf doesn't actually like the sun. It's that Wolf's ability to hide herself is cannot happen when she's in the sun, so she avoids it, largely because she's a danger in this city. But she's not like a vampire. She's not hurt by the sun or anything.
What a fun.
Once we get out of the city, we can take the lid off, basically, so she wouldn't have to hunch over.
That's nice.
Potentially, we just let her out of the crate once you get out of the city.
But then, if there's any other travelers traveling along to the city, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?" And then we're gonna be like, "Don't mind us." Any roaming Justicars?
Yep. There are also roaming guards. There's an organised part of the guards called the Timber Watch, who basically roam.
Yeah, I don't think we
countryside.
should just take the lid off. That's why with the letterbox.
Yeah.
Nice.
But what I'll say is, while you're kind of considering your next moves, that's probably where we'll end today.
Oh.
Because it's getting on a little bit, and it feels like a good natural break.
It does.
Yeah. We're almost there. We have a plan. We've hired all the stuff.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Just need to make sure
Halfway
your dwarf.
there.
Just make sure your dwarf gets the cart and back again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we should.
Cool.
But yeah, well done. You met Colburn, the crazy, very paranoid dwarf.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's great. Just so dry.
I love it.
I'm so tempted to give him the horn, you know.
I did think that.
Oh, sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely an option. Well, you haven't left him yet, and obviously you'll see him again, so there's still a chance for that next session. But cool. So yes, well done, guys. I think it was a nice warm-up session. I think it was a good
nice.
role playing.
I enjoyed it so much. I
Get
had so
back
much
into
to laugh about.
Um,
It's so good.
Good. Sarah, who would like to give the inspiration token to next time?
I think I want to give it to for Brask's his reaction to the orange and the donkeys. I just it was great. And yeah.
Yes.
Kryptonite.
Go, Brass, go.
Yep.
Take that. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yay.
Welcome.
Very nice.
That the fact that you kept the orange peel as well. It's like
Yeah.
Chekhov's orange peel. At some point, it's going to be the downfall of Brask. The only question is, how potent will it still be?
Find out. How rotten might it be?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Alrighty. Hold a minute. Where's my outro, Doc? I need to read
no.
the thing.
Ah!
Make it up!
I don't know how
Talk
to.
amongst yourselves.
I don't know how to end the show.
Talk amongst yourselves while we
Yeah.
I
Seems
found
like
it.
some
It's fine.
elevator music.
Yes.
So, yes, well done. So obviously, yes, there was a little bit of a technical difficulty there, so but hopefully we'll be back running smoothly again in 2 weeks' time, so we're good. So, but to everyone who watched, thank you very much for watching us. I hope you did enjoy our game, as short as it was. Again, you can catch it in 2 weeks' time at the same time, earlier, hopefully, this time. If you follow us and turn on notifications, you'll get reminded when we go live. If you want to rewatch our last session from back low in November, you can find that on YouTube. And this episode will be on YouTube next week, Sunday. You can also find us on Twitter at Smitey Games. I
Yeah.
think that's about it.
We've got
So,
followers. Thank you so much.
We have
Hey!
Hey!
two new
who
followers.
are they? Who
We have
are they?
two new
Who's our new
followers.
follower?
I have two. We have Storm Neko 24 and
Thank
we
you.
have Dawn of Redwood who just
Wow.
followed us, so thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you very much for following us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the shenanigans.
family.
Welcome to the
Yay.
family. But that is it. So thank you very much. We've been Small and Mighty, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.